How in shape you need to be considered hot. Attractive to whom? It's totally dependent bro. I got told within a week that I was too buff by one person, have a dream physique by another, and too weak by a third. My body did not change edit. He'll also say that the ideal seems to be around Chris Evans, but def no people who like dad bods. Anything within the 20-10 male body fat is typical. These days, in all seriousness, not that much. The bar is at limboing in hell height. Regular cardio or push weights a couple times a week. Eat a bit healthier. If you're a dude, use some moisturizer. Like, I cannot stress how out of shape people are now. In the 2000s I was considered a big dude, not fat or hulking, but bigger than average. These days I'm the exact same size and am not just considered average, I'm considered fit. Thin even. I'm the shape of a basketball. My wife says I'm still hot. Boom. The best way to tell how hot you are is by who is hitting on you. I've observed these stages in my fitness journey. 1. Start out sexually invisible. 2. Gay guys hit on you. 3. Older women hit on you. 4. Unattractive girls your age hit on you. 5. You approach a hot girl, and she doesn't act offended. 6. Hot girls hit on you. I don't find extreme gym men hot, the buffy ones the size of a truck, but some others find them hot. And someone I think is hot, but my friends would find him too skinny. Different people are attracted to different folks. I personally don't find super in chapel gym bods to be particularly attractive. Firm, toned, tight, fit enough to hike a trail up a hill mountain, to have some romantic exercise and the great outdoors at the top. Fit enough to put up a fight or run away if you should find yourself in a serious situation. Some hint of muscle definition, which is possible without being lean, but being lean will amplify the physique. I think that, for both sexes, squats are key. Everyone likes a nice rear end. Developing the discipline to exercise semi-regularly is pretty hot too. Below 20 BF, bench press 1.2 body weight. It is a matter of body fat and muscle ratio. So a woman needs a bit less muscle and men a bit more, but otherwise is down to a healthy amount of body fat for your muscle size. There is a cutoff if you have no muscles and low body fat, where you are skinny and not attractive anymore. This is in general, of course, and each individual will have their own preference and variables, fetishes, etc. But if you feel unattractive and want to know what to do about it, there is a simple process. Learn to love yourself as a person and exercise moderately and watch what you eat. A lot of people go through a phase in their late teens and early 20s where they are naturally slim and hot even if they don't exercise at all. As you get older, it gets harder to keep that shape without regular exercise. Obviously subjective, but objectively probably just not be overweight. If you're fit enough to run 5K without taking a break, you're fit. If you can lift your own weight off the ground, you're plenty strong. If you get random compliments from strangers, you're hot. It still varies, but I think if you have got some muscle tone somewhere, you're there. It depends on build and height. As a man, your face is your far and away your most important feature. If you have a chiseled jaw and a cute face, whatever body comes with it is usually fine. In terms of build, women love big shoulders and arms. I think one thing people and you appear missing is that it's not just your body size shape that defines how hot you are. Do you have a haircut that highlights your features or makes you feel confident or is trendy? Do you have good hygiene? Do you smell clean? Do you look moisturized and like you take care of your skin? This doesn't mean you can't have acne or scarring. Are you clean shaven, or if you have facial hair, is it neatly trimmed and taken care of? Do you wear clothes that fit you properly? I know your original question was just about peak hotness in regard to body composition, but in all honesty, our perception of people's attractiveness is also defined by the million little details that make up their appearance. For the most part, if you are simply not overweight at all, you'll have a hot bod relative to most of America. That's pretty much it. Don't be fat and you'll have a good bod. How hot you immediately comes across to someone else is dependent on the target person and lots of other variables. All the other stuff you mentioned but said to ignore, lol. So your question is flawed. I answered the best I could to be helpful. I notice faces more in beards. TBH, for women it's easier somehow. For every jar women there is a lid, but there doesn't seem to be a lid for every jar. Looks are almost purely based on your own preference, outside of the few that evolution or whatever put into us. I can grow a ton of muscle and still look like ass as it should be.